So Adventure Awaits recently came out, and somehow I haven't built a summer camp yet. Of course, that's a sin against humanity, seeing as the entire pack is focused around the outdoors, so naturally I ended up building one. I use only Adventure Awaits in the base game, so anyone who owns the pack can download it. There's an archery range, a crafts room, and all the classic camp stuff. Anyways, I'm really excited to show y'all how it turned out, so with that being said, let's get on to the speed build. So we're going to be in Gibby Point on the Wonderwood Wonder Lot. So you can see right now I'm starting to lay out the basic shapes for everything, where I want it to go and stuff. So I'll give you a little rundown of how it is. So on the left side, with these little like 4x3 boxes, there's only going to be 3 of them. That 4th one's going to be gone. But those 3 are going to be like little camping tents. That big rectangle in the back is going to be for the kitchen, the dining room, crafts area. And then that other rectangle, like closer to the front on the right side, that's going to be where all the camp counselors and like the camp director sleeps at. So right now I'm focusing on the tents, and I kind of wanted to give y'all a little rundown of how I made it, because you can see how I'm doing it, but I thought I would give like a detailed explanation of like my thought process, just because it goes by so fast. So I put this whole build on like a foundation, and then I got 2 of the like half gabled roof pieces, and I angled it so that it was like almost touching the top of the wall. And then I put like I don't know the name of it, but I put like a pyramid shaped piece at the very top, just to kind of give it like the tent vibe, because I know we have tents in the game, but again, I was only using Adventure Awaits and the base game, so I kind of wanted to just figure something out, and especially because I wanted to use the new windows that came with the Adventure Awaits pack. But anyways, I did the roofing pieces, and then there's these like little like rolled up bits that look like it's a rolled up piece of a tent, so I added that onto like an archway, and then I put 2 pillars on the side as like a little like support thing or whatever. I think it looks really cool. Like, I low-key did kind of good, I won't even lie. So each tent is going to have 2 beds that come in it. So there's going to be 3 tents total, 6 campers total. So I think that's like 2 less than the preset in the game, but it's fine. Like, it's no big deal. And I didn't add that much clutter to these tents, just because like the majority of your like stay at the camp, you're not really going to be focused sleeping in a tent. Like, you're going to be out and about doing other activities. So I added like a minimal amount of clutter to it, and each tent has different colored beds as well. It's not all the same, so it won't look so weird, I guess. And I also want to apologize for if you see like those blue lines surrounding the tents. I can't control that. At some point I did go to manage worlds and came back to like try and get rid of it, because it's a glitch right now. Basically, those blue lines are from businesses and hobbies, and basically, it just tells you whether or not like it's a residential space, or like staff only place, or an open place for everybody. Obviously, I can't get rid of that because I don't have businesses and hobbies installed. So the way to fix it is to go to manage worlds if it ever happens to you. Anyways, you can see now that the buildings are finally starting to come together a little bit. I actually have walls up. I did put archery on the side of the main building. I'm calling it the main building. So the kitchen, dining, crafts room space, that's the main building. I put archery on the side of it because it's one of the new features that came with the pack, and obviously I had to include it. Like, who would I be if I didn't? And also, you might be noticing this lot is kind of small for a summer camp, and I did that on purpose because I've been seeing so many people build on like 50 by 50, 64 by 64 lots. And I don't think I'm like a good builder, but like I feel like I'm a decent builder, but I'm not at that level where I can build on a 64 by 64 lot. Like, I know my limits, and I know if I did that, I would be extremely burnt out. So I ended up just settling for this lot. I think it's a 30 by or a 20 by 30. No, a 30 by 40. I don't know. We'll see whenever I do the tour. And also, this video is like a little bit shorter than videos I would normally post, and I apologize for that. But this week is midterms week for school, so I've just been cramming and like trying to study as much as I can for them. I take one today actually when I'm recording this, so hopefully I do well. I already took one of them, but I think I did pretty decently on that, so fingers fingers crossed, but I still wanted to post something for you guys. But the next 2 videos that I am posting will be longer just because midterms will be over, obviously. So I'll be able to post some stuff. Anyways, we're starting to get the layout for the main building, and how it's gonna work is on the left side, the kitchen will be there. There's gonna be like a bathroom sort of when you first walk in. Like there's like a hallway space and then there's the bathroom, and then that right side is where all the crafts and dining room stuff will be. So we're gonna be working on the kitchen first, and there's not really much to it. I mean, it's just like a camp kitchen. I don't know how realistic the kitchen is or like any of this build, to be honest, because growing up, I never went to summer camp. I wanted to so bad, but my parents didn't have any money for it, so I wasn't able to go. So the only experience I have with summer camp is just watching Camp Rock. I know it does not look like the building from Camp Rock. I know it doesn't look like the building from Camp Rock because those people are literally rich, but I still tried to kind of, I don't know, it's not a music camp, so it's not like the same vibes or anything, but I looked at so many photos online too for like summer camp, so hopefully this is like somewhat accurate. And if not, I apologize. But while we are getting everything set up to like actually start building in the main building, I wanted to give y'all a tiny little life update super quickly. So we don't know, my husband is in the military and currently he is out and about, but he's coming home soon. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to finally see him because it's been a hot second since I last saw him. So I'm really excited to be able to see him again. I miss him a lot. There's my big life update. But with that being said, I will have to pre-record a couple of videos just because I don't want to like take away me spending time from him, and I've like never pre-recorded before, so I'm like kind of like nervous and like excited to like see if I can like stick to it. I have a bit of time to like do it and whatnot, so I think I'll be able to like achieve it, but I want to spend as much time with him as possible because he's only going to be back here for a couple months and then he's going to be leaving again, so any time with him is valuable. I think any military spouse gets where I'm coming from. Just the amount of time that you have with your spouse is limited because unless they're non-deployable, you don't know when they're gonna leave next. At least for mine, his command like literally sets up deployments like last second. Like it's crazy. Either way, he's gonna be gone like basically as soon as he gets back, so I want to spend as much time with him as I can before he goes. So yeah, excited to pre-record, so hopefully it works out and nothing like glitches out or anything, or I don't have any like tech issues or like life issues or that sort of thing. Done with the life update. We are moving into the crafts dining room space, so I thought this would be like a good multifunctional space. Like, so I didn't add too much to it. I put some like bookshelves on the back wall just in case, I don't know, you have a bookworm sim. That's not the trait. Book lover, I don't know, I forgot the trait name, but in case you have one of those like child sims that wants to read at summer camp, that's something I would do. Honestly, I would be that kid at summer camp, just not doing anything but reading. But I put that in there. I put 2 of the crafts things, like we can craft the origami stuff, but you can also use it as a dining table too because it's right off the kitchen, so I thought it would be pretty cool to have that. We're moving on to like the playground area that I'm having set up. Honestly, I wanted to do a modular jungle gym at first, but it just wasn't working out. The space I had for it was like so small, so what I ended up doing is I put a slide, a swing set, and monkey bars. It's not gonna be like fully fleshed out yet. I put the basics down for it because right now I switched over to the like camp counselor building where they sleep at. I know I'm like jumping around so much, but like that's like how I like to build. I don't like to stay in one spot for too long because I end up just getting bored. So I like jump from like one room to the next building, and it's like not in the right succession. So like, for example, I would build like the living room, and then I would go to the bedroom, and then I would do the exterior, and then I would do the bathroom, and then I would do the wallpaper, and like just random stuff. So I hope y'all don't mind that. But in this room, it looks like there's only 2 beds, and your eyes are right, but I'm gonna change it to be 3 beds because when I looked at like the schedule preset thing, I saw that there was the director, like the camp director, and I was like, oh shoot, yeah, they need a space to sleep at too. So the 2 bunk beds are going to be for where the 2 camp counselors are going to sleep in, and then the single bed is going to be where the camp director sleeps in. With the limited space that I had to furnish and build everything, I think it came out pretty cute. And you can see what I mean about like jumping around and stuff, because I wasn't even done with the interior of the camp counselor space, but I still switched to the exterior and then I switched back to the interior and stuff. And y'all are gonna be super proud of me, guys, because guess what I included into the speed build? Not only did I include the wallpaper, which I like never do because it takes me so long to do the wallpaper, but I also included the landscaping. Oh my gosh, guys. See, I'm making huge steps, guys. But the landscaping that I did for this is honestly really simple. So I first started out with a base of just the long kind of bushes. I forgot the name of it. I don't know the name of like half of the items in game. I apologize, but I basically just put along the exterior of the build just those bushes. Then I added some low-lying like flowers to it, and then I use 3 different types of flowers, like all in kind of like these like sunset-y kind of colors. No purple, but like orange and yellowish kind of. And then I just spam that throughout the entire build. So I won't show all of the landscaping, but it's like for y'all to get like the basic idea of it. Like it's just the same thing over and over, and I feel like it would be boring to watch. So with that being said, I'm going to hop in game to show y'all the final product and to show y'all how I set up the schedule for it too. So I will see y'all in 2 seconds. So this is the finished build, and I'm not going to show y'all inside of it just yet. I'm going to show y'all the preset for it first, and then we're going to go through the build like we would be doing the scheduled routine for it. So I have 6 campers, 2 camp counselors, and then 1 camp director. The campers are all children. I made the camp counselors teenagers just because, from what I've heard, a lot of camp counselors are teenagers. So I put that, and then the camp director is going to be a adult or an elder. So at 6 a.m., everyone has breakfast. The camp counselors are going to make the food and eat it. Camp director is going to be cleaning and eating, and then the camper is going to be just eating the breakfast. At 9 a.m., everyone's going to start doing paper crafting. So the campers will do the arts and music, which means they'll do paper crafting, and then the camp directors and camp counselors will mentor the kids. At 1 p.m., everyone's going to go outside and enjoy the outdoors. So for the campers, I just put enjoy the outdoors and then socializing, just so it looks like Sims are doing more than what they actually are. And then the camp directors and the camp counselors will be mentoring. 5 p.m., everyone's going to go out and build physical skills. So that means they're going to use the playground in the corner right there. And then again, I just have them talking and doing the physical skills. Camp director is just going to be mentoring, and the camp counselors will also be mentoring and caring for kids. And then at the same time, they're going to be fixing broken objects and cleaning. And then at 10 p.m., everyone's going to sleep. So imagine this. You are a camper here. So you will wake up from whichever tent that you're going to be staying in. There's a better view of them for you. So you wake up from your tent. You go into the main building right here. The camp counselors are going to be cooking in here. If you need to use the bathroom, you can, as there's a bathroom like straight when you walk in. And then over here is a little dining room crafts area. So you can eat your breakfast here, and then you can also stay in here and do crafts when it's time. Then you can enjoy the outdoors. So, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. When you go ahead and build physical skills, there is a playground right here with some monkey bars, a slide, and then a swing set. And then when it's time to sleep, you can go back into your tent, and then your camp counselors and your directors will sleep in this room. There's 2 bunk beds for the camp counselors, and then there's a single bed for the camp director. And then they also have a bathroom and a shower for them. So that is the final build that I did for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it so much. I had a really good time building it, and I feel like it's a nice change in pace from all the big camp lots that I've been seeing lately. So hopefully y'all enjoy it, y'all download it, whatever. But with that being said, that's all that I have for y'all today. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like, a comment, and a subscribe. And there's also this new hype feature that YouTube implemented. It basically just boosts my videos in the algorithm. It's only available on mobile though, so if you do enjoy this video a lot, please hype it, because it does help me so much in the algorithm. And then finally, I hope y'all are having an awesome day, night, morning, evening, wherever you are, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Peace out.